I'm Tinovo and welcome to our nail art tutorial. So today we are doing a zodiac design and we having a 3-hour long painting on Virgo. And everything that I use here is available on www.tinovo.shop. Now let's get ready for the lesson. So for the lesson today, I am inspired of this tattoo right here that I found on the internet. I think she absolutely beautiful. So I'm gonna borrow her beauty to do a Virgo design. And I saw her hair and the clothes that she wear, it remind me of like a stained glass pattern. So I was thinking incorporate this style into my design too. And it remind me of a dream catcher. So that's perfect for Virgo too, since Virgo is about worshiping nature. So I'm gonna do like a dream catchers and some kind of flower. So that is my plan so far. And this is where it started, just an inspiration, but you will see how it's developed throughout the nails. First is colors. So when it comes to coloration, you see that the white range here, my scheme is gonna be nude for sure. And then black and white like a tattoo style, but it might be developed later on. You don't know yet. Right now, it's just a plan so far. It's nude and black. So you see her skin is have darkness, it's have light. So what I'm aiming for is something medium. So this will be the nude that I'm using. And I never start out dark and then put light color on. I always start out lighter because it's easier for me to take dark color and blend in. And then these parts are too light. I'm gonna use a highlight gel to brighten that up. So this cream nude is perfect. I'm gonna choose that. And I'm gonna apply all over her nails. This is a middle fingers. I'm starting out first. I figure start Virgo out in the middle and the index and the ring finger on both sides. I can do some kind of hair cascading out or like a dream catcher. We don't know. Hear this? And if you're not familiar with top gel meaning top coat, because this gel is no wipe, so you don't have to apply top coat after you're done. And I did that to all my new gel because it's natural. You only need one coat to make it happen. And a lot of people love it for that ability right there. You don't need several coats. So we have to talk about what gel we're gonna use. So I have two kinds. I have art gels and I have one stroke liners. Now they are opposite from each other. Art gels have a more heavier feel to it. Let me take out a palette right here and an emboss brush. So art gels is very beginner friendly. So it's for stroke like this. Okay, like color block. Color block meaning big block of color. It doesn't matter how you paint it. It's gonna be nice and smooth. It's super cell level. And I use it for like French tips and I love it. And when it dry, it can apply to chrome. See, if I do a French tip, I would love to use art gels. And of course, art gel can do fine detail too. If I were to take out a 10mm liners and do detail, I can with art gel. It's not specialized in detail, but it doesn't mean that it's incapable of detail. Look at this. Okay, I can do thin little line too. Okay, so I can do that. Let me do it once because I do it a couple of times. Let me just do it once. Still good. See that? So I can do line and details. But for painting like this kind right here, what I would actually prefer, because I told you French tip and color blocking all that basic line work, I love to use art gel. But when it comes to fine line, like super fine, I like to use one stroke liners. Now, the difference between one stroke liner and art gel is one stroke liner can adhere to pigment after it's clear. Unlike art gel applied to chrome, this applied to pigment. So they have a different quality after they are dry in the UV light. But you see, I can use one stroke liner to do color block, but you see, you cannot do it thick because it's very opaque, so you have to do it thin. Okay, so you need to be aware of that. And French tip, I can use it for a French tip, but I never use it in big area like this. Just because one stroke liner is a liner. It's not a gel paint like art gel where you can apply on the whole tip. You can apply this on the whole tip, but you gotta be careful. Because if you apply it too thick, it might chip because it needs to cure correctly. Now, for line work, one stroke liner is amazing because it's very opaque. You see here? Oh, it's so satisfying just to draw. Look how dark it is too. Let me draw an even thinner line. Oh, I love it. Just because it's so opaque that it shows up so well. Now, the reason why I call it one stroke liner because it's specialized in one stroke design. Let me show you. So I have some white out here. And I'm gonna take a one stroke brush. Half of it I dip in white. Half of it I dip in black one stroke liners. So I'm gonna stroke it out, moving a little bit from side to side just to blend it. Flip to the other side, doing the same thing. So if you're not familiar with one stroke liners, this is a technique that people use to draw both color at the same time. Very popular in floral painting, but it's required a gel need to be thin for you to stroke it. You see, a gel that when you stroke it thin, it don't show a lot of coloration. That is, gel is not opaque enough. For a reason, like art gel created like this, so people that accidentally draw too thick is more forgiving. That's why beginner friendly. And it also very smooth when you apply. It doesn't matter how you apply. But this one stroke liner is for professional. That doesn't mean that beginner couldn't use it. You just have to be careful. But a person that know how to use one stroke liner will love it very much. Just because it can do beautiful thing like this. See that? So that is called one stroke. Is when people use it, multiple color in a brush, and all they need to apply is one stroke. That's it. So that's the difference between one stroke liner and art gel. Sorry for a crazy long introduction of a different type of gel, but I feel like you need to know your material before you start painting, because painting and drawing, that's just a very small part of it. The most important part is to know what to use to draw. That is the most important. That's what a lot of beginners struggle with, because all they worry about is how to draw it. But drawing not easy. I have a lesson on line work and all that. It will teach you how to draw, the pressure and all that, and I will recap it in this lesson. But material are important. If you use the wrong material, it's gonna be difficult to draw. So this is black one stroke liner is my choosing material for this lesson. Now, you can draw on the shine surface, no problem. But you see the glare right here? So if that messes with your eyes, then you can mat it. I will take mat it out and I will apply on the surface right here. Just a thin coat, because you're not trying to protect or cover anything. You just try to make the surface matte so you can see easier. Just like this. Now back in the day, the rule is you have to apply matte, so it's easy for you to draw. But that's no longer applied because now today all the gel that we have are high quality. So you no longer need to worry about surface or foundation to draw. You have high quality gel now, so you can draw on any surface. But still once in a while I like to matte it here, just so it's easier for me to draw on it, and the glare, it doesn't mess with me. See the glare? Versus the matte, it don't have glare. And then I would like to take out a paper towel and I would like to put some acetone on it. Acetone or polish remover, because when the matte is done, what I am going to do is take this and wipe on the surface because the matte are velvety. So I don't know if you ever do laundry and your clothes gets sticky, meaning it's like electric or static on the surface. Velvet matte is kind of like that. So when you put on a gel that are thin or a top coat, it can shrink on the surface because the surface is too smooth. So what you do is you take acetone and you wipe on the surface just to prep it. See, you ever apply a top coat and it kind of shrink or spread on top of a matte surface? You just need to do this. Then that will eliminate that problem right away. Now, I will start out with a 10 millimeters, but I have my 7 millimeter detail with me, just in case I need it. 10 millimeter is commonly used for all kind of lines. 7 millimeter is detail, just in case it gets really short, like where I get to the eyes and all that. I wouldn't like to use something that are so long to try to make tiny little curve. So I would need a detail so I can reach it much easier. It will be closer to the surface so I can curve it easier. But let's start out with a 10 first. I will place it right here. First, I have some conditioning cleanser, oil-based, friendly with gels. So it conditions your brush when you cleansing it. And I'm not gonna poke it in the surface like this. This is bad for brush. Instead, you lay it right on the wall and you twist from side to side like that. And what you wanna see is all the hair fanning out like a fan. So that means that it's nice and smooth. See, like a fan. So you're gonna clean up excess oil. Then you are going to do the same thing into the gel. Gonna twist side to side. So it's fan out and absorb all the gels. And when it's packed with gel like this, you are stroking it out to make it slimmer and we are ready to draw. So that is how you loaded your gel. That's two part. Because sometimes people only take a dry brush and they just take a dry brush and they just kind of go in and gently stroke it out. But it's only coated outside the brush. And when you draw, you're going to run out of gels. See, you're running out of gel. It's not going to be smooth. So don't forget to pack it first. So it's saturate. Pack it. Then you can pour it out. So that's how you use your brush. Now, I'm ready. So let's talk about the proportion. The head is this much. So maybe I would use half of the nail for this. But don't forget that she has a body too. So try not to paint the head on the entire nail. That would be unattractive. So half and half. Half here, half right here. I think it's fair. But you see, it's not the entire top half. Because her head, I don't want it to touch the cuticle. So I would say that this is the middle point and her head will be near the cuticle. And her body will cascade down here. So you can start wherever. I think that I will start right about here. And I know that this is a straight line going all the way down. Okay. So her face, this side of her face, a little tilted. So take a note of that. Now I am gonna start painting. This is her forehead right here. Okay, little dot. And note that this is the end of her face. So I will try to do it near this area, maybe a little more toward the right, just because you want a lot of room, because her face gonna cascade all the way to the left, and you might not have room for all that, so you need to plan out very carefully. See the end of her face, you need to take advantage of it and have it right near the edge here. Now I am going to paint it one line first. It's a curved line, so I'm slanting slightly, 45-degree angle, and halfway I am going straight down. So 45-degree angle, and then I curve in this, going straight down. Now stop and calculate, okay? So from here to here, that's her forehead, that's one part. From her forehead to her nose, that's another part. From the nose to the chin, that's another part. So 1, 2, 3. Make sure you note that so you don't take a forehead and go all the way down here. Okay, so that's part 1. Now we have part 2 is from here to here. So I notice a slightly slant toward the left. It's go kind of across and then it's slant. And when it get down here, it's slant back to the opposite direction to the right. And it curve at the end. So note that. Low flat. And then you are going to slant slightly down to the left. And if you want, you can even go down here and mark the end of her nose. So you can plan it out better. Now, slant it down to the left. Okay, stop. Then, slowly turn it around and slant it down to the right. Okay. Now, we need near the end, know that there is a little curve. So you're gonna do that. Put a little curve in for her, for the tip of her nose. You can follow along if you want, but listening is more important than doing it, remember. So don't get too excited. Her nose going all the way in. Okay, if I were to draw up here a little bit, it's a little bit distant from this. So from here, I'm going down, and this where it's end, right there. So I'm gonna curve it all the way in. Okay, and then I can go ahead and draw the little hole of her nose right about here. So this is when you have to plan out your eyebrow up here. Okay, because the nose is aligned with the tip of the eyebrow. So you're gonna go all the way up here to her brow line, and you're gonna dot right here. There. Okay. Then you are going to draw the hole of her nose. You can draw the eyebrow first if you want. It's up to you, whichever makes you more comfortable. Okay, cute little nose. Now, we are going to paint a little curve up her nose for her. This is dangerous. Don't make it too dark. I'm just gonna mark a little bit over here, just a little bit. Okay, stop, let it go. You can go back later if you want. But let's go ahead and paint it the curve of her lips. Going down here, just mark a little bit right here. Just give it a little space. And then you're gonna curve down lightly. Okay, now you can draw the lips or you can draw the eye. It doesn't matter. For me, it makes sense to draw the eyes. I want to see the eye first, like this. See, I want the eye first. Some people might choose to draw the lips first. It doesn't matter as long as you plan it out very carefully. First, let's go ahead and add in a little piece for her eye right here. It's like an eyelid. It's dark, but it's there. So add it in. Okay, that's a little eyelid for her. So now I am going to draw the eyebrow. Now, the end of the eyebrow, let me draw a straight line out here. It's a little high, okay? Note that. So it's not gonna be like all the way down here. It's gonna be like up here. And I'm gonna give it a little dot up here. There. And then the width of the eyebrow from here to here, you gotta pick one spot on her face to measure it. And I'm picking the forehead. It seemed to be aligned together. So her forehead, let me see, I think this is a little too short. So I'm gonna extend her forehead a little bit more. There. So after I extend for her forehead, I'm ready for the eyebrow. So it started out straightish. And then it's curved. It's slanted down. There. You can go back for volume later, but just draw a line so you know the direction. And then the tip of the eyebrow is a little big, and that is when you go back for the volume. Okay, good enough to me. Can always go back. Let's pop in the eyes. So the eye, this distance right here, for the eyes, we gotta figure out how to measure it based on this. So this distance kind of close to the nose, maybe a little bigger. So let's just use that as a sample for the measurement. So the nose is about like this. So I would say her eye is kind of down here. Okay, like that. And then it's not gonna be right at the tip of the eyebrow. It's gonna be going in a little bit. Okay, so down, in, and then I'm gonna draw one line slanted right to the left like this. And then I'm gonna curve slightly up. And note it that this distance, so you're gonna stop right about here. Okay. And you are going to curve slightly. There. See how easy when you plan out everything's. Now, make it a little thicker. Okay. Then you're gonna draw eyelashes. At this point, you're more than welcome to switch to the 7mm. See how I take out my 7mm details? You already know how to load it, the gel and the brush. Okay, now you're gonna go ahead and fan little hair out like this. And I know I go a little slow, but trust me, when you follow along, you don't want me to go with my normal speed. You want me to explain everything. Trust me, it's very important. Okay? Maybe a little longer lashes. Okay. Now, let's regroup here to see what's left. You always stop and trying to see if the face too small, is the face too big. So the face here, the hair gonna cascade right here. I would say at this point, I am on track. So I am going to go down and finish the lips. So, oh, this is so, let me enlarge it so we can see the lips right here. Okay, so the curve and then there is like a curve oppositely. Don't forget that. Put it in. Tiny little details. Okay, now it's right here. It's gonna slant and it's matching the whole of the nose. And this bay, remember, is equal, almost equal to the eyelid. So we're on track. And we're gonna slant. Okay, that's it. Now we're gonna slant down to about right here. And this corner matches the eyes, okay? So it's going to be about right about here-ish. And when you draw across, it's going down just a little bit, not much. So remember, it's going down to about right here. There is the end of her lips. And remember, it's not a sharp slant. The top is a little flat right here. So be careful when you slant it. You're gonna slant it up. Remember, a little flat. There. Then you are going to slant it up slightly. Okay. Then you're gonna draw one line down. It looks like it's down, but it's really just slanting down and then kind of go flat. And when it gets to here, that's when it slants down. And the volume of the upper lip and the bottom lip is kind of equal to the eye. So take a note of that from here to here, equal to from here to here. So this will be the bottom lip right about here. Okay, right there. And don't mark too hard, just tiny little dots. And I am gonna go down. And flat. And then drawn down, slanted. And then you're gonna curve, meaning one slant to the right, one slant to the left. Okay, in a smooth motion. And the end of her lip right here, when you draw straight down, it's masked the cupid bow up here. So don't draw it out too long, just right here, and then start curving right away. There. Okay. And always stop and take a look at the whole thing to see if she pretty like this or she look like an alien. You don't know. You have to stop and look to see if you're on track. Now, you are going to draw the bottom lip. It's one slight slant, and when you draw it up, it's about right here. So be careful. Slant it down. And then you are going to slant up just slightly, not much. And it's kind of like a curve, but I need to break it down. It starts out as a slant, and then when I get to here, it slant up a little more. And then this is the end of it, but I'm not gonna draw a line because this is where like the skin blend with the lips. So I'm just gonna leave it just like that. Okay, she's still pretty, so I'm good, I'm on track. Now, let's the chin. Oh, also another problem. This is when she's gonna start to turn into Frankenstein, right at the chin. So the chin, let's measure it from here to here. Should be equal to from the eyebrow to the eyes. Okay, so this is gonna be from here to here. It's gonna be matched with the chin. So we have some send up direction, and for the chin is gonna slant, and this is where it stops slanting. Okay, and if you go all the way up, it's matched the eyes, this part of the eyes. So this part of the eye, you go down, and gonna be somewhere right about here. Okay, now this is not just a normal slant. It slants slightly, and when it go to here, it slant a little even more. So let's do that. Slightly slant. Okay, now come here. It's slanted more. There you go. Now, when it comes to here, there's a sharp turn. From here, it go all the way down first. And then it's going back up. And it go all the way here, past the eye and everything. The eye end right here, go all the way up. And when it's going up, it stop right at where the mouth is. So where the mouth is, over here, that's where it's, her face gonna start curving. And I just want you to know that if she seems like she have double chin, if a chin like, oh, it's not as sharp as this, remember you're not shading yet. You're not putting a little dark line to extinguish her chin yet. So be patient. Be patient. We can go back and adjust if we want. But for right now, her chin seems a little rounder than this girl. But we can always go back, so don't worry. Let's move on to here and try to finish her hairline. Okay. Oh, and another thing about one stroke liner is it's like acrylic paint. It's just gonna stay here. You can draw the entire painting before you even cure that. So, let me see. Make sure that it's nice and sharp for you. Okay. From the eye to the end of this, okay, you need to examine each part. From here is the middle, across from the nose, is there's a slight curve. Let's do that. From the nose here, it starts right here and it's curved down. One, okay. And then there's a little part, just like that. And then it starts to curve all the way up past the eyebrow. You can mark it first to see where it's gonna land so you don't get caught by surprise. So let's go ahead and curve. Okay, not quite touching the eyebrow, but that's okay. You can always extend the eyebrow. Now, I'm gonna extend the eyebrow just a little bit. Stroke my brush out to make it sharper. Okay. Okay. Now, when we get here, we're gonna scroll up. And let's talk about whatever going on up here. When you start to mess with hair, that's when people start to freak out. Okay. So you have a little curve all the way down. Let's go ahead and do that first. See, this is where the hairline is. The hairline going in a little bit like that. Okay. And then let's do a little curve. Like that. And then you can give it one more curve if you want. Okay. And then when you get to here, we are going to do an opposite curve. Don't have to be exact, but it's funner to analyze detail. So it's help you to design better. Okay. This one going all the way up. Okay. So we got that. Now, let's see what else we have here. Low slanted line. About, I would say this is midnight. This is 11 o'clock. Going up. Distance is just the same as the eyebrow. Not important. There you go. And it's gonna cascade down. Don't worry about it later. Let's go to about here and see what's going on here. She also have hair. She have hair everywhere. Okay, now slant down about 2 o'clock. Okay, and this way it start cascading. I would say one curve right here. At this point, you can relax a little bit, and you don't have to be exact. The face, that's a different story, but the hair, you can even give her crazy hair. As long as her face pretty, who care, right? Okay, I'm just kidding. Okay, now just a few more line in here, and we are going to just save it because that's gonna be a shoulder. Let's draw a shoulder first. Okay, shoulder slanted, and slowly bend it up to about right here, and that's when it starts curving. So let's draw the line of the neck. Okay, right in the middle of the eyes, near the end of the mouth, draw a line. Going down, there. And then here, draw one line out. Okay, like a bulk of her back. And then it's gonna start bending. Okay, and then now is when it start curving. Let's see. When you go up, it almost touch the nose. Almost touch the nose. Okay, and then she's gonna start having a shoulder. You have to keep her shoulder. Okay, going in, just like this. When you go up, it's touching the chin, so you know the direction right here. Okay, and it's slanted up, and then it's go flat like this. There you go. Okay. And you ready for completing the hair. Okay, curve, another curve. Okay. Curve a few more lines in here. Okay. Now, from here, you just draw a line going out like this. Okay. And then a few hair cascading outside. One, just like this. And then one more strand right here. And then one curve like a teardrop right about here. Okay. And then another hair. She have a lot of hair. So you just have to do this to us. There. Okay. Oh, there's more hair over here. That's how them Virgo do. It's a lot of hair. Okay, and I know. Don't mind her chubby face. I know this face is nice and chiseled, but remember she have contour and everything. She have makeup on. This girl don't have makeup on yet. So all the face look chubby before makeup. So don't worry. Now, move on to the hair here. Ooh. Okay, so let's see that the main curve is 1, 2, 3, 4, like a braid. Okay, that is what you have to be able to do, is look past it. Look past all the smaller detail and you can see some of the bigger detail, but I'm gonna switch brush to 10 millimeters. And from here, there you go. 1, there. Okay, now sorry, that's another pictures for latest. You're not ready for it yet. Okay. Now, curve here, and then from here, you curve up. Just like that. With a few strands of hair, the ability to see the bigger details before you fill in all these tiny little details. From here, going across, going up, and sway. Okay. Okay, let's see. Going up. Sway. Just like that. And then a few more times. Okay. And a few more lines here. Okay. There. Now, from here, there is another sway. sway all the way down. There's gonna be a rose right here. So from here, I'm gonna sway all the way down. Okay. And the rest are just detail. Okay, good. So, I'm gonna draw in a bunch of details. Doesn't matter, because you get a bigger portion of it. Right, so these small detail doesn't matter. Go for it. Okay. And one more. A loop here. See how it looked like a braid? Now this is where people go wrong. Where people go wrong is they get to here and they are out of nail, so they will try to like string the detail to the right and squeeze it in here so you can have everything here. Don't. When you're out of room, be out of room, but don't try to squeeze a design in. Go past it. Okay. So now, going down here, this is where her neck is. This is where we decide if she's gonna have a chubby face or not. This is where her neck is. So make sure she don't have a big neck. This is reasonable here. Okay, her neck doesn't look too big. Good. If it's big, try to do something about it. Always stop and examine your picture. Okay. She have a little dot right here. I'm gonna get rid of that dot. I'm just gonna take like a coloring brush. I'm just gonna wipe it up. That go away. Okay. Now we can continue. Okay, hair, more hair. So let's go ahead and kind of jog in the neckline a little bit, just to make sure there is a little line right here. And it's a great distinction between the end of her neck. Let's go ahead and pop that in. Going down. Actually, I need another curve. Good. Then you can draw the neckline. Make sure that you can see everything's okay. Neckline, go past the shoulder, about right here. I have to measure everything's okay. Curve. Okay. And then a little sway. Be very light, because these are not dark lines. There, very light, so she doesn't look manly. She looks feminine. Okay. And then whatever in here, that's let's give it a few lines right here. One line here, going down, and one line here, slanted. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and draw this little curved line to end her body right here. From down here, you go across, slant, curve across again like a sway. Remember, when it comes to things like this, brush are important. Gel important. My brush and my gel are amazing and just make it easier for me. So if you don't draw well, just don't blame yourself. Just remember, just stop and look at your material to see if they're capable of it. If they don't capable of it, time to go shopping so you can get better tools. 1 line, 2 line, like a dream catchers. So now you have to be parallel. Don't cross your legs. Make sure both legs are on the ground so you're more grounded. And I gotta stop and show you something. Back in the day when I go teaching, I noticed a lot of people do this. They draw a line, and then when they end, they go zip, just like that. They don't stop. See, they don't from here to here and then stop. Usually it's like here, and swipe. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, now, whatever going on down here, let's worry about that later. Let's examine her. She look good so far. Now, if you want to go back for the chin, you can. Let me see. Let me examine her a little bit. Very slightly give her a facelift. Okay. After a slight adjustment, now she no longer have double chin. Good. And are we ready to cure? I would say yes. Let's go ahead and cure. Only do so when you are certain that these are locked in, okay? Then cure. And while we're curing, I am going to turn my phone off and clean. I did it for you guys. Usually I don't do this, but I do it I just gotta mark it out so you can see. Cause portrait are no kidding, you guys. I gotta mark everything out. A lot measurement. But now measurement is over. Thank goodness. Now everything from here on out, it will be drawn, but it's not gonna be it don't need to be exact. Okay. Just a face. Just a face. Okay, ow, you can touch it. Hallelujah. Now, let's have some fun, finally. So, roses. So, you see this? Okay, I like this. I like the white pearl and the gold. I love it. I know that her face is nude. So, I'm gonna use this concept. I'm gonna finish her out. And then I'm gonna shade and everything. And then I'm gonna move on to doing white all around her. Just to see. Okay, so before we keep on going, let's go ahead and shade her. Because we are anxious to see her face come to life. So, I want to introduce you to shade, skin tone for shading, sheer black for dark area like this, and blush for a little blush tone here and there. So we're gonna take that all out. The shade, take it out. Then sheer black, take it out. Then blush, take it out. Ooh, and don't forget highlight. See this one, highlight gel colors, take that out too. It's gonna look like this, and you're ready to make her come to life. This is a brief window where you see all the product, and this what happened when people scroll through the video too fast. They're gonna be like, wait, what? What did he use? What product did he use again? Yeah, don't let that happen. Make sure you catch every single details. Start from the cheek. Gonna give a little contour, just like this. And the brush I'm using is coloring brush. At this point, you need the coloring brush, and you need a 5mm blender too. It's tiny little, just like coloring brush, but it's tiny, and it can blend very well for smaller detail like this. You can have the ombre brush if you want. Let me take that out. It's my ombre brush. Make sure that I wash it. Make it nice and loose. There. Now you can blend. You see the ombre brush, it's not just for blending the whole nail. It's for blending tiny detail like this too. Just because the way the brush is built, it's very unique. More Subtino stuff is unique. Okay. Oh, look at that. She already have contour. She already lose like 10 pounds already. Let's go ahead and go up here. See the forehead? Put it in. Just a tiny little bit. And this is sheer black that I'm using. It's just for the darkest spot first. Oh, I love this part. Putting makeup on her, putting contour on her so she can be prettier. Okay. And then don't forget this eyelid are really dark. Let's also do that. Really dark eyelid right here. Okay, you might take the seashell light. Let's put this out. Kind of use another seashell light to make sure the phone is tilted. Okay, take this out and kill this. 1, 2, 3. Just to lock it in. And I don't know if you see it, but she have an eyebrow. Yes, she have an eyebrow right here. So we're gonna give her the eyebrow. Don't forget her eyebrow. Okay, good. Now, going down here to her neck. Using sheer black, let's go across this part. Make sure you can see. Okay. Go thin first. You can always go back. Just thin layers. Then you blend it out with ombre brush. These ombre brush are fabulous. If you have an ombre brush, you probably will see the difference between yours and mine, because mine are full ombre. That's why I can ombre a tiny little detail like this. Okay, let's flash gear it. You don't have to, but you know, make me feel safer. Okay, then right here a little bit, right here a little bit. This line and this line here. There. Okay, blend that out. There you go. Perfect. Then flash cure that. me see. Awesome. Make sure that I focus on this. Okay, so you can see it easier. Okay. Now, let me see here what we got going on here. There is shade everywhere. Let's add in shade for her. This is when you use this gel, shade. So I'm gonna add in some shade for her. Make sure that I wash away all my sheer black. And let's start out with the forehead. One. Ooh, the eye have a little shade too. She is complicated. Too pretty. Okay, blend it in. Then let's go in with the eyes too. Okay, just like that. We will need something a little darker. We're gonna use a 5mm blender now. We're gonna mix a little bit of sheer black, which is darkest shade. Mix it in with the shade. Go all the way out here. And her nose. Her nose have a little shading too, yes. Go ahead, right here. And then I'm going back to just a shade because it's very light. There you go. Okay. And there is a little bit of shading right here. Add that into. Okay. And then she have, of course, a lot of shade in here. You know how to contour. I don't. So I'm just looking at the painting where you're probably like, oh yes. They are near the lips and everything. You know how to contour. You contour your face every day. Okay. And then blend it out. Make sure not too much. You don't want her to look like the corpse bride. Okay. She start to look like a real girl. Yes, with makeup and everything. Okay, now cure this. Okay. Her chin, of course, is a time to make her chin. Oh, let's put a little shade right underneath her lips. I know her lip have color. We're gonna save that for later. Okay, just a little bit. Cure immediately. Actually, let's take a 5mm blender and kind of blend it out just a little bit. Not too much. We don't want her to look sad. Okay, let's cure that. 1, 2, 3. Then you're gonna go in the bottom here. Give her a nice little shade. Say goodbye to double chin. Just a little shade right here. Okay. Now, down here. Oh, the small shading. Okay. Little little shade right about here. A little shade here. Have fun with it. The hard part is over. Shading of fun. That's when she become beautiful. Right after makeup. There you go. Now she can go out in the street with confidence. Then you are going to shade down here. Just like this. And then give her a nice little contour here too. There you go. Blend it in. Okay, cure this. Now we take our blush. I know I can just paint it the whole way through, but this is my first time painting and teaching at the same time. Isn't that crazy? This is gonna be a long video, you guys. But I hope you guys have fun. I know some will have fun. Some will be like, oh my God, Tino, this is so long. But if it is, then painting is not for you. But people that are in love with painting, they need this. They need explanation so they can crack the code of painting. Blush right here. Just a little blush. Don't make her look like a prostitute. Just a tiny little blush amount. That's it. Demure. And blush is built for French tip. A lot of people love using it for French tip. It's a blush shade. It's very natural. Oh, beautiful. A little blush on her eyes too. Why not? Little blush right here. Little blush right here. It's like me. When I put on blush, I go crazy. But make sure demure. Don't make her look too blushy. Okay. Now, don't forget we have highlight. This is what all the cool gel is for. Cure this. Remember highlight? I'm gonna use that. And don't forget to let me know how you like this video. Cause if you like it, I do more. This is not a typical lesson. This is painting the whole things. So you like it, I do more. Usually I teach technique, but painting take longer to teach. Okay, for her forehead, need a little highlight. It's very faint, so don't try to cake it on thinking that it's not bright enough. You will see when you do the whole things. Let me go ahead and zoom in so you can see. Right here, I'm zooming in. Ooh, she started to look beautiful. Yeah, that's when it start to get out of control. Once you have a cute nose, you have the cute forehead, you want a cute little cheek right here too. Yeah, that's when a lot of female getting greedy with beauty. They be like, oh no, gotta add more highlight. Gotta make it extremely sexy. Add more highlight in. And that's when they face change entirely. The husband doesn't recognize them. They be like, who are you? Complete transform. Okay, a little highlight right about here. Yes, this one is start getting beautiful. Yes, just like that. Okay. She need a little highlight here on the chin. Ooh, she start to have glow and everything. Remember when she still have double chin? Yeah, no more. She's beautiful now. Like a model. Okay, now down here. Yeah, just add a little bit here. Just don't be greedy with your paint. Just be moderate. Be demure. Don't make her look too sexy. Okay, just like this. See, I'm cleaning. I'm wiping my coloring brush, so it's cleaner. It don't have a lot of gel, and then I use the same brush to blend it out like this. You can use an ombre brush if you like. See, but the coloring brush is to paint little detail like this. Okay, look at that. Okay, now put in the lip for her. Now let me show you the lips. So this is her lips. Okay. And I have a cool shade. It's called Blood. I have a cool little shade right here. I'm gonna use that. This Blood. It is a red oxide, meaning a natural red. See blood right here. So this is what it look like, and I'm gonna use that for her lips. Okay, I'm gonna cure that. And then just a little bit down here, not much. Okay, here. And just slightly bit right here. A little blush. I mean blood, a little blood right here. Tiny bit. Just like that. And a little bit on her eyes. Just like that. Gonna blend in with a shade. Okay. So, cure this. So now I'm gonna do a little adjustment on her nose. Okay, I'm gonna take out my black one stroke liner. And let's see. Even just a slight little nose job right here. There. That's it. Maybe a little bit more. Don't get too addicted to the nose job. Trying to stay alert. Okay? Perfect. Now, you can draw whatever it is around her. So I'm gonna clear this. And let's zoom out. Okay, she have roses. She have whatever this is right here behind her. Look like a dream catcher. I'm inspired of the dream catcher. Some sunflower, some leaf. Go crazy. Have fun. Okay, and we want to examine this pattern. I love this. I want to do something with this. So it probably be a wider choice to start putting in some white color now, I think, before we paint all this line on top of it. We know her face gonna be nude for sure. I'm gonna leave her face nude like this. But around her, I wanna experiment with like a white shade. So I'm gonna put on white and I'm gonna put on a chrome. So white, I have art gel. Art gel can apply chrome. And I have glass chrome, which is completely see-through, or moonlight chrome, which is pearly, 50-50. So I'm gonna choose moonlight chrome. Take a moonlight chrome. Ooh. Okay, now when it messes with chrome, you gotta have Teflon matte, non-sticky to chrome powder. not matte. Because remember matte, chrome will stick on matte. It's just a Teflon matte right here. One of the hot selling products. Apply one coat on it and chrome will not stick on anything. See how easy? Special effect. Whenever you draw like this and your customer like, well, can we make the background chrome? That's when people are like, oh, I don't know how to do that. Well, now you know what to choose. So there's no problem. Special effects is one of my favorite. Hear this? You get to use it for all cool things like what I'm about to do. I'm about to take white. I'm going to blend it out a little bit. And then I'm going to put on Moonlight Chrome. Let me show you the label again. Moonlight Chrome. It's beautiful. Shadow applicator ready. I need a brush. I'm thinking I'm going to choose the coloring brush. Right here. Ombre brush ready too. We're gonna do some blending. The background, if you notice that there's some white, there's some darkness. So it's not gonna be all white. It's gonna be like shading. So it's already done. Everything's matte. Chrome not gonna stick on this. So I am going to go ahead and use a coloring brush now and start to go on outside of this. This made me very nervous and excited at the same time because I didn't do it in advance, you know. I'm just having a plan and then I dive into it. So this is when the plan, this is when it changed, not like the original picture. This is when we do a mashup between two different inspiration. So it's a big thing. It's very exciting. Scary too, because you don't know where it's gonna go, how it's gonna look like. It's an idea that now you're gonna apply that idea. Okay, so we know the background gonna be white, so we no longer need to look at this picture. Looking at this, so the background that's gonna be up here gonna be white too. So let's color that in. And the siding, okay. All around this. Okay. And okay, you need to blend it out. Okay. Oh, it's already changing her look. I'm excited. Now, some white down here too. Let's blend that out too. Remember this white art gel is stick to chrome. If you use a white gel polish, you're in big trouble. It's gonna be sticky, it's not gonna be attractive to chrome. Okay. Now, I decided that her hair, I don't want it to be nude, of course. I don't want it to be all white neither. I'm deciding to add a little white highlight into her hair. But first, what I should have done, I should have shaded her hair first. Put a little shading, but I can do that after. I just need to put some white strand on her hair so I can chrome that later too. So first, let's go ahead and go in here. 1. The brush is too thick. Let's take out this 7mm details. Take that out. Yes, just lightly. Okay. And maybe a little bit here, a little here. Just a little bit on the hair. Don't go too crazy. Just like that. You have to let her hair blend in with her face. If it all white, gonna look a little weird. But that's just a matter of taste. You can do whatever you like. Okay. Now we have that. We're gonna go ahead and color this in. Because that's still part of her shirt and outfit. And I'm gonna leave the top alone. Okay. Now cure this. And I like to take chrome base. Okay, let's take out chrome base. And chrome base is basically a soaked up top coat that soften up to apply chrome. See all these nude part, it don't have chrome yet. We're gonna give it chrome. Okay, on top too. Not in her hair, just the background. I want the white, but then like a nude shade to make it pretty. Okay, then cure this. Now let's take our moonlight chrome. Moonlight chrome. Dip it in. Okay, take this out. This way start getting satisfying. Don't be afraid. Wherever there's no chrome material going on, like the skin, it's not gonna stick on. It's only gonna stick on to wherever that you put gel for chrome. It's gonna stick on it. Look how beautiful it is. Wow. Her hair go crazy. Yes. See, that is what Teflon mat is for. For doing things like this. You don't have to be afraid that it gets stick onto your background. And I always take out this. This is a silicone tool. So I always use it to go back just to make sure that all the chrome are shiny, run in small circular motion. I don't use it to apply chrome because it's challenging to use it to apply chrome. But I use it to rub it on just to make sure your chrome are well rubbed. So it's shiny like pearl. Oh, she already look fantastic. I'm very happy with her already. They will set pace for the entire nail set. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and dust. Now, I like to go back with a clean shadow applicators, and I like to rub on it again just to make sure that I take up any excess dust. I don't want any excess dust laying around. Okay. Now, what I'm thinking is adding gold details. Remember, she still have like a rose right here. I'm gonna add that in as a detail. Now, we don't need Teflon matte anymore to block chrome because despite this adheres into chrome, when you draw with another gel colors that build for chrome and you rub gold chrome on, it's not gonna stick onto the pearl. Just like if you have like a tape and you tape it on a table, when it collect enough dust, it's no longer sticky. It's like that. The chrome surface is already filled with chrome, so it's not gonna take any more chrome. Like this right here is my gold. And if I take a shadow applicators and rub on here, you see it doesn't take gold because it's already half chrome. So now I can just draw whatever I want on top of it. You can use the same thing or you can change. This metal effect gel. Just like art gel, it can apply chrome, but metal effect gel are opaque, more opaque than art gel. When you draw, it have to be nice and thin. Some people like metal effect gel, some people like art gels. Metal effect gel is more expensive than art gel, and it doesn't come in colors. It only have black and white. Art gel have all 23 different colors. You can buy a black metal effect gel. See how you like that? Okay. We get the concept. Let's go back here. She have little sunflowers. That would be nice for it to be gold too. So, little nectar right here. And I'm gonna draw leaf for the sunflowers. Let's finesse this a little more for the rose. Okay, and then sunflowers. Pop in a few more petals. Don't be too detail orientated. Cause you're gonna chrome it and then you're gonna outline it. And oh, she has some leaf. Let's add in some little leaf for her. I know her hair right here is kind of incomplete, but we can always go back. We're not done with line work. We just try to add in the color. So we have the color, so you can just do line work right on top. Instead of painting other line and then have to put the color in between the line, that would be a nightmare. You don't want that. Okay. Okay. So I think I'm ready. Let's go ahead and add in a little more emboss brush. I'm gonna, you see this little frame right here? Let's go ahead and add some gold chrome on it too. Let's paint a perfect circles. You don't have to. You can do a square. If you're not good with line work, it's time to check out the line work lesson on the YouTube playlist, How to Use Product. In that, there's a lesson called line work. It's about 3 hours on all the basic brush pressure, how you sit, how you form your body to what you can do line work much better, how you breathe. So it's all in there. Make sure you check it out. A lot of people love our channel because it's like a candy store. They can get unique lesson and very informative lesson everywhere, and it's all free. Tino don't charge you for these kind of things. It's a gift. Just to thank you for buying my product, I decided to give you all kind of guidance and lesson, all free. Okay, now when it comes to here, I think maybe a little bit more go maybe right here. I'm start getting creative. Okay. Oh, chef kiss. Cute this. And be careful. She getting prettier and prettier, and that's when she start to get sassy. That's when she start to develop an attitude. Have to keep her humble, down to earth. Let's take gold chrome out. Shadow applicator for gold chrome. And put it in. 60-second cure. Remember, all my product are cure for 60 seconds. If you see me cure too fast, know that I cut out the cure time in between videos, so you don't have to wait for me to cure. It'd be tragic trying to wait for 60 seconds to pass by while we sit there and wait. Look at that. We have some gold now. Don't worry, we're gonna have some white later. Just like that. Okay. And I know the gold doesn't pop out as much at the white. Just rub it in just like this. And don't forget that these gonna have lines everywhere. The gold might seem to blend in with the pearl. It's gonna pop very soon. It's gonna be very contrast because that are gonna be all sort of line right here. Just have to learn how to trust the process. Okay, and remember, take our clean shadow applicator and go back, just like this. Remember all your steps. Okay, now let's go ahead and outline this. Okay, remember one stroke liner black. Go ahead and dress her up with details. Start with the rose. Just go for it. You don't have to be exactly like the rose in the picture. Remember, I only pay attention to her face because the measurement is important. With the wrong measurement, then her face can turn 360 degrees really fast. I have something better to say, but it's inappropriate. Just know that her face can turn really fast. Shrek-like. So that's why her face needs measurement, but the rose, oh, it doesn't matter. See this? Oh, so pretty. Okay, now, don't get too excited. If you feel insecure about it, you should top coat before you draw. Because this is raw chrome. If you make a mistake, then you'll be in trouble because you cannot wipe it. If you wipe, the chrome will go away. So if you feel insecure, now is the time to add a layer of top coat. Yes, turn your client now upside down. Will be easier for you to with a certain angles. Work smarter. Just like this. Okay. Then some line right in here. Oh, be creative. The line not even. It's like a lace line. Go and be creative. She looked like a Greek goddess. Tell your client to get the Cash App ready. The prettier it is, the more expensive it will become. You can charge however you like. A lot of people ask for pricing. Just depend on you. You fast or you slow? Is it pretty? 100% pretty like this? Or is it like 50-50 where it's a little Shrek-like but doable? It depends. How much you charge, it depends on you, how good you are. And a person that know they're good wouldn't even ask that. They'd be like, $1,000. Be creative. Remember, you don't have to sell your client this service. You can do this just to show up how good you are. Make your client respect you. They don't have to buy your service. They don't have to have this design. They just need to know that you can do it. They respect you. They tip you more. They're not going to give you a problem or any trouble. They're not going to be difficult because they know they don't want to lose you. There are all kind of things. Just because you're not going to do this design on your client, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't attempt to recreate it. Hone your skill as a better artist. People might not buy your design, but they will tip you. They will be nice to you just because you're a powerful creature who can do amazing design. Then your nails life will be more funner when people respect you. Back in the day when I first started, back then I not necessarily get respect from people. I do a little nail art, but sometimes people are funny about it. And then sometimes people don't want to pay for a certain price. But I keep honing my skill. I keep getting better and better. And the day come when I can actually fire a client. I have so many people waiting for me on wait list. You'll be surprised at how people change their tone. Suddenly now they bring in all kind of gifts. And they bring in food. They cook for you. Christmas, they give you like $100 for tipping. It's so nice. Because they're afraid. They're afraid they'll lose you. It's very important for you to become a powerful artist. That's why I'm teaching you all this. Besides, most people think that I'm trying to teach them the design, you know what I mean? So they can apply on their customer. But what I'm trying to do is to show them what product can do. Because remember, I explain a lot about my product. Because it's matter. With the wrong product, this will be difficult. What I can do it, I can make a design and talking and explaining at the same time. That's a lot of different thought process. But here I am doing this because of product. So I teach people how to use a product. That's number one. But also number two is You are doing this not just because you want to slap it on your client hand. You're doing this so you know that you can do it. You know that if your client ever asks, you're not going to say no. You're going to be like, yes, of course. Of course I can do it. $1,500. You can name your price. They don't have to agree with it. Either they can afford it or not. But when people are insecure about they art, if they can do it or maybe if they couldn't do it, people feel like they're a little uncomfortable on giving pricing. They feel like they need to give the client a better price or something. No. When you're confident about your art, you name your price. They don't have to agree. If they cannot afford it, that's it. Do something else. And one day they will come with a big bag of money because they saving up or they find a new sugar daddy, whatever it is, to afford your amazing art. If they look long enough, there'll come the day what they want on their hand. Just never give in to bargain. You don't have to bargain with your client. Be confident. Just like that. See, back in the day, I practiced day and night. And I didn't know my client wanted it or not. I just practiced because I love art. I love to create beautiful things. But when my clients see it, they start to want it on their nails. And out of 10 people, if 1 or 2 people starting to get it, the rest want it. That's just how women are. They want what the other don't have. They want something that's hard to get. So that is a very vain industry that you are in. You have to know how to maneuver it, just like purses, designer purses. Nail art are like that. It's like designer purses. Just because you couldn't afford a Louis Vuitton, that doesn't mean that you don't want it. Everybody want a Louis Vuitton. Me too. I want a Louis Vuitton too, and I don't even wear purse. I just want it because it's extravagant and it's expensive and desirable. Same with nail art. Okay. Right now, she is gorgeous. She don't have an attitude yet. Just gorgeous. Okay, so we gotta think about how to top coat her. Okay. Shiny or not, that's up to you. I'm thinking leave her face matte, the rest shiny. That's what I'm thinking. But first, let's take sheer black out. Give her a little shading on her hair. Okay, ready? After this, after I'm finished with her face, at that point, you can lower your guard. At this point, you have fun. All of these are fun. It's just her face. Her face a little, need to practice. You need to practice on her face. And it's okay to be nervous. I get nervous too. I don't draw faces often. So when I don't draw faces for a few months and then suddenly now I gotta do it, I'd be like, where am I even start? But I just dive in, and when I dive in, I know that I have all the tools that I need. I have the right gels, I have the right brush. So when I dive in, I get comfortable immediately. You might find yourself in the same position. But don't rush to buy product immediately. Just learn first. Learn to see what you need. Because a lot of people just go in and buy everything. Learn. I give you a free lesson. You learn for free before you start investing. Using Tino4 product, you gotta know what the product does. Because it's not normal, of course. Like me, it's not normal. It's not like just gels and polish like the typical nail shop or supply, you know. A lot of people just have gels and polish and then expect you to just use those to make magic happen. All of my stuff are different. And if you're just looking at it, it just look like a plain bottle polish. But seeing the video, now you know. You know what shading gel is, what chrome gel is, what Teflon matte is. You know all that. It's like a secret formulas. So now you can use it to make magic. Okay. Little shadow right here. I know I'm blabbering, but these parts are easy, but it's tedious, so I'm just killing time, just chatting. Okay. And don't forget the headpiece behind her. You can also put some shading, some sheer black on it too. Yes, make it pretty. Have fun. Nail art can be very fun. If you know the tool. If you don't know the tool, oh gosh, it's like drawing blind, you know? It's like trying to be a gourmet chef, but you shop at Dollar General or Dollar Tree. You're not gonna be a gourmet chef. Gourmet chef, you need like fancy blender. You need well, I'm obviously not a gourmet chef because I couldn't think of anything. But you need you know, good knife, a good cutting board. You know, couldn't go buy plastic at Dollar General and expect to make a gourmet dinner. No, just buy frozen dinner and just microwave it. Look at that. Oh, so beautiful. And do you see how when I shadow it like this around her, do you see she pop out? Oh, getting prettier and prettier. Let's do it again. I already cured this a little bit. So now I'm applying another layer on just to emphasize the contrast. Okay, down here, just leave it. Yeah, maybe a little bit right here. Sorry if I getting a little too excited. I'm trying to stay calm and cool. But you're gonna know that this design is something that I have no idea what it look like. I just know that what's inspo is beautiful, but I'm blind with the colors and everything because I'm mixing it. I'm mixing two photos together. And I'm loving this. And here this. And I need some white. I am gonna take out white one stroke liners. Scoop a little bit of it out here. Right here. When you buy, if you don't have one stroke liner or art gel, I suggest you buy like one of each to see what you like. Buy white one stroke liner because it's sensitive to pigment, and buy black art gel because it's good for chrome, and then test it out. See which one is more of your style. And if you decide that you want both, oh, that's just happy new for me. That means I get a good order from you. That makes Tino happy. Get a big order, one stroke liner and art gels. But more of the time, people either like art gel or they like one stroke liner. Either or. However, me as an artist, I need both. But that's how I buy. I buy a little bit at a time. Just to make sure that it's my things before I buy all the colors. Now, this white one stroke liner, I apply right on her hairline. Just to distinguish the difference between the background and the hair on her head. See how it's pop out? And right here, where her forehead is, down to the eyebrow, this is not in the picture because the picture is a tattoo. I'm just borrowing that as an inspiration. But now when I got the face down, now the freedom is mine. I can make it into whatever. So I decided to give her a little highlight, just so people can see her better. And a little white right here too. Freestyle, be creative. Be extra. Okay, I'm very happy. Let me see if I can do anything else before I go ahead and cure this. Very, very happy. Ooh, I have an idea. I'm gonna go ahead and put white on here. Like this. And then I'm gonna like draw out these little lines. Like that. Then add another line in between of each. And then another line in between that. That's pretty. Okay. Everything's done here. So now I no longer need this. I'm done with that. Now the creativity is mine. I am gonna take it from here. Okay. Let's bring this out. Now I'm gonna decide, should I do matte or should I do shine? And I decided to matte everything first, and then I will control the amount of shine that I'm gonna put on it. So everything is matte. My chroma very high quality. Even when you matte it, it's not gonna get glittery. It's gonna be nice and shiny as long as you dust all the excess dust off. It's beauty. You know, it might look good shiny too, actually. Let me see. Okay, I'm gonna take our shine top coat. I shine it out. You absolutely need coloring brush for this next step. Don't use a liner brush, it will be tragic. Coloring brush can soak up top coat very well. Okay, take this out. And oh, it's pretty matte too. Oh, when you are good at what you do, thing is still difficult. But now it's difficult because let's go ahead and take acetone and wipe the surface before you draw top coat on. But thing is difficult now because you don't know where to go. You know, you have way too many options now. Now you can do whatever you like. You couldn't decide, should you wear cheetah paint or should you wear zebra jacket? But don't put them together. Have to choose one or another. Oh, so difficult. The limitless of it. You have no limit at all. Okay. Now I'm gonna paint these. Okay. I'm gonna leave this inside matte. And back here, matte too. Why not? And here, I'm gonna shine a few things out. So pretty. I'm in love. Shine the leaf, of course. Oh, loving it. Yes. So freedom is yours. You can do whatever you like. It's endless. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and cure this. And then we'll talk about the next step. Okay. Okay, cure this. It's time to take out these amazing clear texture gels. This is an embossed gel to do these 3D lines, but they don't blend together. Unlike builder gel that blend together, this gel doesn't blend. It can chrome, it's no white, you don't need top coat, it's perfect. So many people mistake this gel for builder gel. They see Tino do it, it look like builder gel, so they grab their bottle builder gel, or they go on Amazon to find something cheap that are builder gel, and then they do it, and it doesn't turn out like that. Just because it looks similar like builder gel, that doesn't mean that it's a builder gel. Look at that. I'm gonna make her hair 3Ds. Yes, I'm gonna add a few strands on just to make it emboss. Now she look even prettier. Be careful, you don't want her to get a little sassy. Just like this. Wow, I'm loving it. I'm living every moment of it. And normally I would do this by myself, and I would just take short little clip. You know, and that's familiar style that people make content. Just these short little clip to show you the progress and make a 1-minute video. But you see, that's not enough. So I'm excited that I'm able to show you everything. Everything, every single second of this. I'm happy to show you that. I hope you like that. Let me know if you like that. Every single little details. And this matte down here and up here. So I'm gonna go in with clear texture gel and give some embossed pattern. Oh, it's even prettier than just shine or just matte. Now it's I don't even know how to describe it. It's so pretty. It's matte chrome but with shiny little textures. Look at that. Oh my God. Of course, short video will give me more like, will give me more, will boost up the algorithm more. But long video like this gonna teach you so much about designing. Okay, add a little line here. I'm so excited for you guys to watch this. Oh my God, so beautiful. See, clear texture gel doesn't blend. Gonna save you a lot of work. Okay, she is beautiful. Cure this. We are done with her. Now, we're not done yet though. Oh, look, she had more fingers. That's just how women are. They're not simple. They have too many fingers. Too many fingers to draw. So now, Teflon mat on all of that. Teflon mat. on everything's. Here we go. Okay. I am going to apply on the index. And then you're going to cure this. And these two Teflon mat, because we're about to do some chrome. So I'm going to have Teflon mat on. Very easy if you know exactly what to grab, right? So you don't have to waste time to think about what to do next. You know you're going to have some chrome. Cure this. And we're going to leave the pinky and the thumb for later. Let's do one at a time so we know exactly what's color to take. So right here, I'm thinking a big circle of something and then further going down like a dream catchers. Over here, and it needs to be like a tips of some sort. I don't know yet. So let's draw this first. We need white art gel. I have metal fake gel, but I'm gonna draw like a big circle, so art gel will be better. And emboss brush for painting. Art gel will be better because it's smoother. So when I doing something that big, I always use art gels because it so level so well. Let me see. Ooh, so it look like something. I'm not sure what it is. It's something. It look like a moon. Oh, that's beautiful. See how plant can change very quickly? As long as you have the product to do it, you don't have to think hard about anything. You have option. Whatever it is in your mind, you can drag it all out and make it happen. Oh my God. Oh, I am in love. Like the first time. Okay. I feel like I need some gold in here. I love it so much. Let me look at it for a little bit more. Let's take this gel out. This nail out. Okay. And whatever going on down here, let me think about this. Ooh, a butterfly. Oh, let's get this. See how smooth it is? A butterfly. Yes. Isn't that fun to have the right tool and material? You can just do whatever you like and know that you have the stuff to make it. See, with Teflon mat, I'm having all the confidence in the world. I know my chrome design gonna be beautiful and clean and easy. That's the whole point. It's easy. Till this day, my customers are 50-50. Some of them are like, Tino, that is so easy, thank you. And some of them are like, Tino, it's so difficult. I'm trying. I say, girls, I know you're not watching the videos. Because when you watch a video, instead of just watching the result, because when people look at this, gosh, they're going to be afraid of it. But when you watch the video and see how I do it, oh, it's going to be fun. Okay, and I need another wings down here for the butterfly. That look decent. And I might have something going on there too. Let's go ahead and cure this. Let's put this out just to see. That's already looks super beautiful already. Now remember Moonlight Chrome. I put it right here so you can see it. There you go. Little shadow applicators. I mean silicone tour. Tour it in small circular motion, please. Don't just rub it like this. Rub it in small circular motion to make sure that it's well rubbed in, so all the surface is completely covered with chrome. So beautiful. Sorry, I keep saying that. I'm just so glad that it turned out beautiful, because as I told you, we are doing this blind. Could we combine two photos together? And if the chrome particle is so small that it still stick on the surface of Teflon mat, remember it's not sticking on, it's just laying on the surface. And the brush is too big to remove the dust. You just take a clean shadow applicators, wipe over it, see that? Completely clean. Sometimes I got email, some people sometimes I panic. They're like, do you know chrome stick on my Teflon mat? And I knew exactly what happened. The type of chrome they use are too small, and you just have to use something other than the brush to dust off chrome. Like that. Okay, so now we have this. We are going to chrome the butterfly too. Let's not let chrome fall on these nails. Let's put this nail away. Rub in small circular motion. And remember the color and all that might look a little bland, but remember you're gonna have line work on it. Don't forget. Don't forget your step. Some people say trust the process, but I prefer to say don't forget your step. Just make more sense, you know, the step to it. It's not like the end of it. Don't just the process, just the result. Let's see. We need some gold. At this point, we can debate is the gold be crystal or gels. There's gonna be some feather going on here. I can already tell. Here, I might leave room for crystal on top. So the butterfly, I would say, let's dress it with gold first. We can use metal effect gel. Take it out. And emboss brush for sure. Now, go in and have fun. I have no idea what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna go crazy. You already have her. She's a star. The rest, you just have fun with it. I would say that I need some like this. Like that. They're gonna be gold. Here this. And we established we want like a feather here. Blowing in the wind. just one feathers. We don't want it to be flamboyant. Okay, maybe 2. I couldn't help it, couldn't I? When you know the material, you know the product, what to use, when you're secure about your design, you might find yourself very obsessed with just keep adding, just making it more beautiful and more beautiful, just because you know you can. You know you're capable of it. Hear this? When people are insecure, then they can be very shy. They usually have doubt, like, oh, should I do this? It's too much. But when you're secure, you might find yourself can be very obnoxious. Like you want every single things. You want this, you want that. Just because there's nothing holding you back anymore. Everybody is creative. Every single person is creative. The question is, do you have what it takes? Do you have everything, enough tools and material and product to unleash the beast inside, to unleash the creativity? People sometimes they ask me and say, Tino, how do you get so creative? How do I like that? Because I'm not creative. I have artist block. And I tell them, there's no such thing as artist block. You are creative. You just don't know what to use to be creative. You know, your skill and knowledge are limit. There's a limit to it. So when it comes to design, you have to pick and choose. You couldn't do every single thing. You couldn't dream up something like this. You should have to be like, oh, maybe I just do a little bit of this and that's it. You pick and choose. But when you know that you can do everything you dream of, at that point you will realize how creative you are. There's nothing holding you back. Okay. See, because when I dive into this, I only have a couple inspo photo. I don't think about all this, but it's developed as I go, just because I know that whatever it is that I'm designed to do, I can do it. I have all the tools to do it with. And now, I'm thinking now is a time for line work. Are you ready? Now, black one stroke liner, take it out. You gotta share this to your friend. Gotta share this to your friends so a lot of people can watch it. It's my first time doing this style of step-by-step painting. I'm very excited. I want a lot of people able to watch it. The more people watch, the more happier I will get. Encourage me so I can do more of these. Okay, one stroke liner right here. Put it up here. And it's time to draw. I'm drawing the butterfly first. Because it's easy for me to draw a butterfly. Okay, one line. Go here, curve. Just like this. Then same here. Pull it out. Pull this out. Just like this. A nice curve. Then dress up the inside. This tiny little teardrop. I'm not gonna switch angle. I'm just gonna do it all on one side like this. And then I'm gonna switch to the other side. That means that your brain doesn't use a lot of energy on thinking. Every time you change direction, there's a thought process going on. So to do everything at once like that is mindless. Just to rest your mind, because it still have more work to do. Okay. I want to go ahead and put in some of the lace detail. Just a random bunch of lines. Thin line. Let's see how it's going. Oh, I think I'm loving this. See, I get excited. I get excited when my vision come true, or when it's beyond my vision, when it's prettier than I seen it. And right now I'm reaching to a point where it's kind of prettier than I would have imagined. And that got me excited. That is one of the blessings. That is one of the reasons why I keep doing this. Because if people just do this for money or anything else, it's not enough motivation to teach like this. But I get excited. I do this because I get excited easily. It's make me happy. Make me happy when something like this comes to life. I feel confident about myself. And I love it. I love the feeling that it gives me. Make me feel more powerful as an artist. And I want you to have the same feeling. And what I'm doing here is I'm rounding the corners. Let me stop right there and explain for you what's going on since the detail is so small. Like if I have a bunch of line like this going on right there, right? What I'm doing is round the corner, meaning you don't look at the black, you look at the white. And when you look at the white, you see corner, you rounded it. See that? Round, round. See the white? It looked like this. And that corner needs to be gone. This corner needs to be gone. See, gone. Fill it in with black, fill it in with black. So round corner, that is what I mean. So now, let's continue to round the corner. And you can switch brush if you like. You can use a 7mm details. Okay, start to round the corners. It's just a matter of taste. You don't have to do that, but it's pretty when you do that. Same thing down here. Okay, and then, let me think. Let's stop here, let's clear. Sheer black, and sheer black. Can you even imagine trying to do this with just regular gel paint and regular polish and regular liner gel? There is no way. All these sheer are important too. Sheer material are very important. Just when I need it. Working with a regular gel would be difficult for something like this, where I take in an ombre brush and I just blend it out like that. You need a gel like that for that. Sheer black are also popular. Not as popular as Teflon matte and any other special effect like chrome and all that, just because, see, this is like my first time of actually showing the whole process in detail. But after I do this, I think sheer black and all the sheer color gonna sell even more, because now people know what it's for. Hear this? Why are we caring? Why don't we mess with this? we need, let me see, a frame right here. Oh, a dream catcher looking thing inside. Yes. Okay. And maybe a little thing outside too. Just like this. And see how I keep changing my angle? I'm not trying to do everything in one swoop. Okay, just like this. All the way through. Okay. Now, what I want is a bunch of lines like this. This is going to be my center. Okay, I am going to start from here, paint in a leaf shape. Okay. And start right here. I'm going to do another one. Imagine a straight line from here to here. And you just curve from both sides. Okay. More from here to here. So you curve from both sides. That's a little small. Getting a little too excited. Okay. Now you're gonna draw in between. That's why you need to make sure you have enough space to do so. From here to here, that's a straight line. So I'm curving on this side. Curving on this side. If you don't know how to do a design like this before, now you do. Just like that. See now, if you have trouble doing this design, now you know. This is a famous dream catcher pattern that not a lot of people can draw it nicely. But now you do. Benefit of watching Tina Vo videos. That's why I wanted you to share it, so your friend can see it too. Because it makes me happy when a lot of people see my video. So I don't think that they hate my design, you know. I can believe that they love my design, so I can do more. I need feathers. See this? I'm gonna do something with it later. I'm not sure what, but for now, let's go ahead and go down here for the feathers. And if you want to clear in between, you can. Just because you see my finger here, I anchor this finger a lot. Let me clean my gloves. And where's my brush? And it's important that I anchor it. So that's why if you want to clear, so you don't accidentally touch the wet gel, you're more than welcome to clear in between. Sometimes I do that because you need to use the anchor fingers. You cannot skip it. So sometimes I accidentally smudge my design because of the anchor finger. It's always have to be here to apply pressure. Because you don't want to apply random pressure on your brush. So you have to use a finger to transfer pressure. That way I call it. You just transfer the pressure to your finger so your brush can be nice and light. think that there are gonna be one here and another one right here. Ooh, so pretty, romantic. Okay, let me think about this. I want to do like some line cascaded down here, but I don't think I should because I already have too much detail here. I need to leave this clean. So that will be on the pinky. I will show you what I'm talking about, but for now, let's go ahead and cure this. We are going to finesse with these nails. Here, what I was thinking of some like lace pattern out here. I don't know if that work. Yeah, I think that work. Just like that. And watching this, it will also show you how my mind works. How do I think of a design? I don't plan the whole things. I just have a concept. Okay, so that's a butterfly. And I'm gonna go ahead and from here, I'm gonna draw a line. Again, that line gonna cascade all the way up here. They're gonna be lace too. I want it to be lacy and romantic. Another line, but try to be thinness. You know what? It's time to use 20 millimeter. It's done. Okay. 20 millimeter liners. Special light for thin line and straight line. This line is not straight. It's okay. I'm not straight neither. But it's special light for lines that are thin because your hand and the tip of your brush are far away, so it's not sensitive to your pressure. So when it comes to hairline that are thin, 20 millimeter is your best friend. Let me see. Oh, beautiful. And I think I should just leave it like that. Or maybe I can go in and draw some more lace line. Or maybe it can be funner. Let me do like a little circle. Like this. I'm using a 7 millimeter detail, by the way. Or you can even use a 5 millimeter blender. That actually would be easier. Oh yeah, oh, it's easy. To paint a little circle or a little half circle. It's a 5 millimeter, but not for detail. It's have a voluminous body. It's kind of opposite with the 20 millimeter liner. It's for detail, like the thick detail and short, while the other one is long and thin. That's cute. Okay. Now, I think it's time to venture out onto the other nails. Let's go ahead and cure this. And is this already cured? Yes. Then my plan is to matte everything, shine the chrome back just like these nails. So it is time to take top coat. I will take matted and I'm gonna top everything here before I do anything else to it. I'm thinking I'm gonna shine up the chrome details. Apply all matted over the whole nails. Okay. And cure this. Make sure that the tip is not bulky. Sometimes I take a little extra gel off the surface here so it's not bulky, and then cure. And I'm gonna do the same thing with these nails using matted. Cure this. Alright, now this one is all matte. It's still beautiful when it's matte. But I am going to shine it, and remember, before you shine all the way, take acetone and clean up the surface. So it's less staticky, it's less severity. Then you take this out. Sometimes when I pull out top coat, especially when I barely have any top coat left, I always use the big refill bottle just to pour it out. And the refill bottle, you get a deal of it because it's 300 milliliter, and the price that it costs is like half of the price that it actually costs. So that's a big deal for anybody that use a lot of sanded top coat. Then I'm gonna go in for the moon first. So I'm gonna take this coloring brush and I'm gonna brush top coat over the moon. Nice and shiny. Same up here. Then here. I'm doing the same thing to this. I'm applying all over the shiny part. The whole wings. So I can make the moonlight chrome shiny and the gold chrome shiny all over the wings. Okay, in the bottom, same things. All over. Now, cure this. Then the reason that I leave this without top coat because I want to take the clear texture gel. And let's take some clear texture gel out. Put it here. Then close the lid. Okay. Let's put this here. And I'm gonna choose a 7mm details first. Then picking it up just right at the tips, not through the entire brush, just right at the tips, and going in, drawing one stroke, pick up more gel, try another stroke. The reason why you only apply the gel right at the tips of the brush, so when you go in, you can run out of gel faster, so it's nice and neat. If you have a lot of gel, it's gonna be very messy. Just like this. A little bit more at the end. And that's it. Look at how pretty it is. Contrasting. So, same thing right here. There it is. Okay. Another line. Another one down here. Okay. Another one. See, when you ran out of gel, then your brush return to the petite state. And that is when you can maneuver these tiny little detail much better. See how beautiful. Here. 60-second here. Then I'm gonna do the same thing to these gold detail. Make it emboss. And remember that this clear texture gel don't need any top coat. Draw it in. Just like this. Draw it in. Okay. Going down here, doing the same thing. Okay. Clear this. Okay, I'm putting this back. And now I am gonna think of what to do with the pinky. And for this pinky right here, you see, I want to do an ombre, but what colors? So, silver, or actually not silver, but kind of like platinum and gold. I'm torn between the two. Black ombre will be a little too much, I think. And if I do platinum ombre, that would be a little too light. It doesn't balance the theme. So I'm thinking gold ombre. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some gold tip right here and using a nude gel to ombre it down. So I'm gonna take out shadow. If you don't know, shadow will stick to chrome immediately. So I apply shadow here. You see, if my chrome ombre, I decide to be right in the middle of the nail, then when I paint with my shadow, I paint in a little higher, just like this. And then after that, I am taking the the ombre brush. I'm taking the ombre brush here and blend it up just like this. Cure this. 60-second cure, and take out my gold chrome and shadow applicators. We're gonna chrome these. And for the thumbs, I'm thinking doing the same thing. Put this here and apply shadow on just the tips. Just like this. Brush it down. And we're gonna take ombre brush and dust it up. Just to blend it in, and always target right at the edge of the nails and blend it up. Cure this. So you're gonna take gold chrome, solid chrome, and you're gonna apply, rub it in circular motion like this. Nice and shiny. Remember, always cure for 60 seconds. Then take out this silicone tool and you can rub it in circular motion just to make sure that it's well rubbed. Squeaky, so it's well rubbed. And then it will make the surface slightly bit shinier. Then you can dust it just a little bit, and I will use a clean shadow applicator, and you're gonna go through this. Make sure everything is nice and clean. Then take out the thumb. This is also done. We're gonna do the same thing. See, now I think it's well contrast. Even though black is pretty too, let me see. Black is pretty too. But I think chrome gonna be better for the technique that I'm about to do. Okay, apply cold chrome on it, all over the nails. It's in circular motion, remember, because circular motion is cover all angle. If you just go up and down or left to right, it just cover one angle, and you don't want that. You want to rub at all angle. See, all the way, circular motion. Okay. Make sure that it's well rubbed. Then take out this fluffy. Always dust it out, and I'm gonna use a clean shadow applicators. Rub off the surface. Don't forget the bottom. Okay, now I'm gonna ombre. So I'm gonna put a nude gel on top and ombre it down. But you see, these are raw chrome. You don't wanna do anything directly on raw chrome. Okay, I'm taking this and top coat, shine the top coat, and I will apply all over just to protect it, just like that. Okay, then cure this. Then I taking this, I'm gonna apply shine it on here also. From top to bottom, all over. And you don't go too fast. Go slow, so the gel have time to absorb on the surface. So you don't have to re-stroke multiple times. Cure, 60 seconds. Then I'm gonna take out top gel cream nude. Make sure that I have my ombre brush and make sure that I cleanse it well. Then take a paper towel and soak up extra oil. Remember, these oils are gel friendly. It's quite amazing. Now, take this out. Let's do a ombre. So I'm gonna take cream nude and apply from here to here first. Okay, and make it thin. Why? Because when you do a moderate layer, usually the people do 2 different layers. But if you do really thin, then you can do 4 different layers. 4 thin layers is way better for ombre than 2 moderate layers. So really thin here, and right at the edge, you blend it down. Okay, lightly, very lightly. Okay, now don't keep going. Now your brush is contaminated with gel. So you are going to stop and make sure you just wipe up excess gel on here. There. Just wipe it off. And then you pick this back up and continue right at the edge. That's how you make a really beautiful ombre. See right there? Don't keep going. Stop. Lay it down. Take out paper towels and clean this. Just wipe it a little bit. You don't have to be thorough. You don't have to be thorough. Just wipe it a little bit and continue right at the edge. You see? Easy ombre. Here. Then continue with these. And I choose top gel because top gel are really good with ombre. From top to bottom here. Okay, paint it down. Then take out an ombre brush. Right at the edge. Okay, clean. When your brush clean, you go back right at the edge. And just blend it down. Left to right until it's perfect, it's smooth. Then you're gonna clean your brush and go back right at the edge. Always spread it out right at the edge. Don't just reach up here and pour more gel down. That will be pointless. Let me put this chrome away. Okay. Again, this is a second coat on the pinky. Already kind of beautiful. We still have 3 more coats. We don't have to do all 3. Just whenever it seems to be perfect, you can stop. Now, you have to go past the previous ombre because if you have any imperfection on the first ombre, it's very forgiven. But now you go over it. So it's even out everything in the back. And then you do in the same motion. Always target just the edge. Clean your brush and going back right at the edge. Okay. Right at the edge. Here. Let me put a paper towel right here. Okay. Again. Paint it all the way down. Make sure that it's thin. Go past the previous ombre. So in the back, that already like an ombre. Now this one, when you go past it, first, number 1 is make everything behind it perfect. If you have a little streak, when you blend, that's fine. You know, no longer gonna see the streak. That's number 1. Number 2, you see the difference between the gradient. Up here is the first ombre. Okay, so the second ombre is from here to here. So this part is gonna be lighter than this part right here. Gonna be more opaque. So you can see the difference between the layers. And blend from left to right, just like that. Clean your brush. Again, from left to right. Okay, again. Just like this. Okay, again. Okay, here. So, this is the third layers. And when the third layer come in, sometimes I want it to be the final layer. So, even thinner than before. Spread it thin. From the cuticle down, go past the first layer. See the first layer right, the second layer is right here. Go past it. So it can even out all your imperfection and you can see the difference between layers. So when it comes to ombre, the blending is kind of irrelevant until the last layers. Very thin. Okay, and then take out your ombre brush. See, down here you see a little more gold peeking through. Well, up here is all nude. Again, right at the edge, you guys. Nice and light. From left to right. This is not something that you watch and then you immediately jump on your client hand. This is something that you watch and then you practice on the side until you have confidence about it. Okay. Okay, the edges right here. Blend it in. Look at that. It's already looking like something. Okay, gonna go cure it. Third layer on the top. Be thin, really thin. And then the final layer, you can even mix with a little top coat to make it extra thin. See, really thin all the way down. Okay. And then take out your ombre brush. See how easy ombre is? Just step by step. Sometimes people blindly brush their ombre. They just go crazy. And sometimes they get lucky. They get a finger that look semi-decent. Sometimes they're not lucky and they get a finger that are not very good ombre. So the whole set is inconsistent. And you really want consistency. So remember this little trick right here. I also have the ombre lesson already posted for you guys. And it's all about ombre. Remember, when I'm not working on a design, when I'm working on a product or a technique, then it's going to be in a different playlist. Because these playlists are free nail class. So I teach in design that use multiple technique, multiple product. Where in my different playlists, it's called how to use products. I target individual product or technique. So let's go ahead and finesse up here a little bit more. Just like that. Brushing it down. Just like that. Okay. Now here. And then I can take out some top coat already on a palette. I can just put my brush in here and mix it up. Okay, I'm gonna take out a spatula. See, you mix it with top coat so it get even sheer. When it's sheer, it's so easy to ombre, and when it's thin, it's so easy to ombre too. But if it if it not sheer enough and you apply it really thin, then it's gonna be streaky. So you rather to mix a little top coat on so it can be nice and smooth. Okay. Clean this and clean this brush. There you go. So you can take this, you can submerge it. So the gel the new gel is go into the brush. Stroke it out. Now you're ready. Okay, we got this and this. Look almost perfect. With this look, you can charge and make money off it. But we're gonna make it even more perfect, you guys. So, thin layer, these are final layers. Nice and thin, and go past everything that you just did. Go past it. That would eliminate all the streak. And this layer are thin and sheer. Oh, ombre are easy. Look at that. Look at that. I pointed out for you. From here to here, probably the first layer. See, it's nude. And from here to here, probably the second layer. And third, fourth. So you can see gold right here. So that's a nice transition that are seamless. So whatever mistake that you did along the way is irrelevant. This is a final moment. This layer have to be perfect, but since it's sheer, it's just no problem for you to blend. And it's thin too. Oh, this is a piece of cake. Look at that. It's already happening right in front of your eyes. Hear this. Okay, doing the same things. So when I say design are easy, it's true. I'm not exaggerating. Design is easy as long as you know the product and step and everything. There is a formula. There is a step that you have to obey. If you don't obey the step, then it's not going to work for you. You have to listen and be disciplined and follow the step. Just like that. Take this out. Okay. See the beauty? Let me see it. Let me let you see it. Look at that. From here to here, look at the beauty. See, this layer the easiest to blend because it's so sheer. It is no problem at all for you to blend. Wow, look at that. Perfection. Perfection. You cannot use a sponge. If you see a sponge, I use it on 2 different colors. These are not 2 different colors. This is a chrome surface. So I have to use a brush technique. But I hope that after this, you'll be addicted to ombre. Hear this? Now, we put this up. We're done with this. Now, we are going to matte this and then add a little texture right on here. I don't know what texture, but I want everything to be matte. Actually, matte it. Take it out. I like saffron matte, but I like the finish of matte more. Saffron matte I use for chrome design. And since saffron matte is more pricey than matte is $14.99, while saffron matte is $19.99. So it's more pricey, so I use matte for finish. For my daily use, matte can adhere pigment also. So it's special than a typical matte. Hear this? But saffron matte, I save it for chrome occasion. Just like this. Okay, apply all the way down. Okay. Then you can cure this. Look at it, you guys. Indulge. I mean, right in front of your eyes. Look at that. Now you know my secret. Some of you know my secret. You see, it's not easy to get secret. I mean, it's a 3-hour-long video, you guys. It's not easy to get the secret. Only Tino true fan. The one that really watched Tino will get all the secret. Okay, now I am going to use this. Okay, add texture into it. I'm thinking like a seashell pattern. I already have some already out on the palette, so I'm gonna use that. Let's take this out too. Okay, oh, so pretty. My God, matte is really enemy of ombre because the moment that matte is on, you can see every flaw, you guys. So look at that, flawless. Okay, now, let's go ahead and let me think about this. I'm debating if I should do a lace pattern. No, I'm gonna do a seashell pattern. I have decided. Okay, just whip a little bit right at the tips, remember? Don't go on to the whole nails. And we are going to, from here, going up. There. Okay. So now, a little bit right at the tips. And from here, curve in. You see the reason why the tail is so thin. Cut up the brush I use, of course, 10mm liner, and the way I pick up gels. If you have too much gel, you're not gonna get a thin little end, like little tails. I call these tails. This is a head and tails. So when I pick up the bead right at the tip of my brush is where most of my gel is. So when I lay down and I drag a little bit, that's pretty much it. So the rest, since there's not a lot of gel left, gonna be thin. Look at that. Ooh, so pretty. So I am going to keep going. Just like that, all the way in. Okay. Then a little bit more over here. Oh, I put a lot of gel on this. Okay, see, wipe it so it's clean. Now I'm gonna go back and drag this out. Oh, and this gel, I need to recap for you in every lesson. Clear texture gel don't run. It's not gonna blend on you. If you work with builder gel, you will know what I'm talking about. Cause builder gel, it run everywhere. It's all gonna blend back together. It's very unattractive. One of people's biggest problem. It's not your fault. It's just a product you use. A lot of people blame themselves. They say, "Oh, I'm not good enough to do it." No, it's not. It's just that the product they use are opposite. It's cell level. Cell level means it have to smooth out by itself. A very common quality in nail product is cell leveling. So luckily that this gel that I use, most of the percentage of it are non-cell level. Let me see. Oh, so pretty already. Let's go all the way up here. Go up here and then actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a little different. I am going to let me think about this. Okay, I am going to curve this from here and curve it down just like that. Same thing on the other side. From here. Okay. I'm gonna redo this a little bit there. So the curve is matched on both sides. Okay. Add a little more bulk right here. Just to match the other side, you know. Alright, now gonna fill in everything in the middle. There. Another one over on the other side. Just like that. Another one like this. Okay, another one right here. Just like that. And one more here. One more here. I love this pattern. I invented this pattern. It's weird. It's like a curve, like a curve up. Usually people will follow the same pattern all the way up, but this and that is such curve oppositely. I made that one day and I posted in one of my sets. It's like a fairy set and it go viral. It's go like into like, I don't even know how many million views, but it's go viral. So I take note. I'd be like, this is an attractive pattern. I gotta admit, it is attractive. And let me think here. Probably done up here. That's it. Let me see. Yeah, I think that's pretty. Now, I'm gonna do some crystal up here and that's it. Cure this. Same things on this one. then in the middle, dragging it up. Okay. Just like this. Another one over here. Okay, another one. There. Okay. Just like this. Alright. Take your time. Take your time. Make it perfect. Don't try to be in a hurry. Save that for later. Later on, you can be in a hurry. As long as you can get it perfect first. Then later, when you don't have time, you can hurry it up. But if you hurry first, oh, that's not good. Let's go ahead and add in a little more gel. Just like when you cooking, I know I have a lot of example that you're cooking, but when you're cooking, you know, if you can make a nice little meal for your family, if you are confident at it, then one day when you don't have time, you can just whip up something. You can just take out like, you can just throw salt in there, throw pepper in there, you can just throw random thing in there and it still work. You're still gonna be able to pull up something nice for your family. But if you teach your children how to cook and when they do it for the first time and they just throw everything in there, oh, it's gonna be awful. Have to get it right first. Then you can speed later. Okay. And take this one. Curve it in. Try your best to make it symmetrical. Okay. I can already tell there's gonna be some kind of stone right here in the middle. Just like this. Okay. Another one here. Okay, keep going. Just like that. Another one here. Okay. Now doing the same thing in the bottom. There you go. Slowly fill it up. Okay. There you go. Okay. Another one here. There you go. There. I actually touch my, have my finger and touch this area a little bit. Okay, here it is. And take this out. It's done. Now we're gonna add some crystal. So first, right here, I wanna put on like a leaf shape. This is my keys. Also very pretty. My keys here, shake it up. And let's take it out. Same thing here. Now I'm using Crystal Magic Glue. I love this glue, so I'm gonna use that. And not on a palette, maybe on a nail. There, just a little bit of glue. So I can go ahead and put in some glue here. This is a crystal katana that I'm using. You can buy it from Dreamtime Creation, which is the same website at Tinovo Shop. Okay, you press it in. Okay. Then I'm gonna do the same thing on this thumb. Okay. Now for the next one, I'm gonna choose opal. So to take this aside, and I am going to apply a big bead of opal just to match the theme. Just let this apply on. This is SS16. Oh, look at that. So how beautiful. Oh gosh. Okay. Make sure that it's center. Okay, good. Now, same thing on the other side. Just like this, and apply one big bead of opal right here. Make sure that it's center, because sometimes it will be low to the left or low to the right. It depends on our perception. Okay. Now I'm gonna take out this bead. So we're done with glue. Put the opal away, and I am going to use bead around the opal. So I'm gonna use this gel because it doesn't move, and that's very important when you work with beads. And I'm using a 10mm liner, but you're more than welcome to use something else like embossed brush and such. Whichever you feel comfortable with, I would recommend to use something close to a liner brush. Okay. Now you're gonna take this and just kind of wipe it off. So there's still gel on it. It's still a little sticky, enough to pick up beads. And for the bead, I am going to take our paper towels, something small like this, so I can put my bead on, because when I dip my brush and if gel gets stick onto the foundation, it's gonna get stick on the paper towel and not the actual jar. So your bead, the bead doesn't get stick together. You know, you don't want your jar to be sticky. They're gonna be very messy. So I am gonna apply bead on. Just like that. All around the stone. All around it. There you go. Another one. Okay. These are fabulous to apply bead. If you apply bead and before, you probably notice that sometimes the bead slide on you. It doesn't stay well like this. It slip and slide just because the gel you use are cell level. Look at it. Look how beautiful. Cure this. 60-second cure. Then I'm gonna go over here doing the same things. Taking up some of the clear texture gels and apply all around this. If you have a bigger side bead, you can use an embossed brush. Embossed brush are slightly thicker than this brush. This brush are a liner brush. Okay. All around it. Okay. A little more. I prefer to have the bead right at the tips of my brush. It's easier right at the tips. That's why sometimes the embossed brush help. See, this is embossed brush. Let me show you. See, this is embossed brush. And I dip it with gels. And then I wipe it off. So now the tip of this is bigger than this tip. This tip is like a needle. But this tip is slightly bigger, so I can pick up bead like this too. It just depends. The reason why I use a 10mm liner, because I used to use it back in the old day. But you know, you always have better stuff. So when the better stuff come, sometimes I forgot to use it for beads. Back in the day, I choose a 10mm liner because it worked well for me. But you might find the embossed brush work better. Here this, 60 seconds. So next I want to use this crystal right here. Okay, but I still want to work with beads around the crystal. So I'm not going to use glue. Whenever you work with bead, you don't use glue. Take out a little more clear texture gels. And I'm thinking one line going down like this. Okay, not too much gels. Okay, and then I will fill it with crystal. Let's start with the bigger size. Let's start with that. Apply, and then smaller. This is 12, SS9, this is SS7, and last but not least, SS5. Okay. Then I need more gel, so I am gonna apply a little more right at the end. And then here come the beads. Right in here. See, I pick up way too many beads. I'd rather just pick up one. Okay, another one. So this is 6mm gold caviar bead of smallest size. There is even smaller size out there, but right now I'm just working with 6mm. I think it's pretty small, but later on I might even have smaller. Okay, so since it's the smallest size, I'm not gonna start with this right at the end. This is one of my assorted side gold bead, and the smallest side in here is 8mm. So I'm gonna start with something that are close to the SS5 crystal, And over here, I see that this is 1 millimeter. That's perfect. And then I move to the smaller side, 0.8 millimeters. And then I need a little more gels. We are going to choose 2 of the smallest, 0.6 millimeters. There. Push it in place. Make sure that it's straight. And we cure. And while we're curing, we are going to do the same thing to this one. Painted some gel right here. I love to work with bead when I work with crystal, because when the bead coated on both sides of the crystal, then it's like a crystal guard. It's guarding the crystal. You can top coat the bead all the way. Crystal, you cannot top coat it. You have to top coat on both sides of the crystal, but not on top, because if you top coat on top, it's going to cover the facet of the crystal, and it's not gonna be sparkly. It's gonna be like pearly. So when it comes to crystal, I love to use bead because it helps guarding the crystal. And then it's time to use a bead. Taking this out. Oh, and don't forget, wipe the brush so it's not getting sticky. I think that I forgot to wipe my brush when I'm working on the pinky. That's why it gets a little challenging. Right now it's so easy to apply. Actually, I need to be up here. I need a little more gel. Don't have enough gels. Over here too. 1, 2. Okay. Maybe some up here. Like that. Oh, wait, wipe off the brush. Okay. Fill it in. Okay. Now again, come over here. I will choose 1 millimeters. Or 8 millimeters. And a couple of 0.6 millimeters. Maybe one more. 3 or 6 millimeters to elongate it. There. Here. Now, let's take out this. And we are going to, I'm thinking doing both sides. See, both sides have crystal too. Or maybe this is enough. Let me think about this. You know what? I think we don't need both sides. I think this is really pretty actually. So on these nails, I do want some bead. Should I do gold or should I do opal? I'm thinking gold. Go ahead and apply over here. It's gonna be like a slanted cuticle lines. Right here. Okay. Then you need my crystal katana. Put some really big crystal right here. And then you move on to a smaller size. And a smaller size. Actually, even smaller. That. And SS5. So this is 16, 12, 7, 5. I skipped 9. Okay. Over here, let's go for SS 9, then 7, then 5. So I skipped 12. just because I don't want it to be too long. I think this is perfect. Sometimes you follow the order of the crystal and they get a little too long and it's make it unattractive. So, oh, don't forget to wipe up the excess gels. When we're almost done with the nail set, you can get impatient. Don't be impatient. Okay, now, 8mm right here. It's slightly bigger because the gap is bigger. There. And then I'm gonna go back to 6mm. 0.6mm bead is my favorite. Just because it's so tiny. And before I have the proper product, before clear texture gel coming in, I was afraid of beads. So every time I do bead, I want the biggest size. Just because it's easier than the smallest size. I don't have gels. I need gels. There. No more on this side. Okay. Going back in. See, stick immediately. Sometimes I don't have enough gel and I just keep wanting to force it in. And the right move to do is to stop. And see, I'm trying to force it in now. I'm picking up a little gel on this side. And I add it into this side. There, so now, apply bead, stick right away. Sometimes you gotta stop yourself. Be like, stop trying. Just go and apply more gel. And some small side bead right here and right here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and be done. Do the same. Oh, I was about to say doing the same thing to the other finger, but these are only fingers that are like this. Okay. Now we're gonna talk about how we're gonna seal this crystal and bead. So let's put everything back. There you go. Close this. Like this. Close this. Okay. So now I am going to use top coat. Let's take our palette and squeeze our top coat. Just a little bit. See, it's shine. The reason I use shine is because I don't necessarily want matte to get onto the crystal. So I use shine, but the important thing is the brush you use. Coloring brush, noted that. Don't use a small liner brush, it'll be very difficult to work with top coat. Top coat are thin and liquidy, so you need a gel that can accommodate that. It can soak in all that thin top coat. Okay, and I'm top coating the bead right here. Top coating this bead line down here. Top coating this. Okay, cure this. You're gonna do the same thing here. And right here I use glue, so I can skip top coat. If I use glue on matte background, I can skip it. The stone is small enough. But these, I use gel, so when you use gel, you gotta seal this. That's why I use this crystal guard, cause see, it's guarding it from both sides. Okay. Just like that. Fill it in, just like this. Here. Put this here. Taking this, doing the same things. Cuticle. Don't lay it flat. Flip it down like this so it doesn't flood your client cuticle. And apply And help it stay on the edge too. If you lay it flat, the top coat is gonna run down due to gravity. Feel it? Okay, here. Now, if you want, you can take some take some matted top coat, apply, and then you can take our 7mm detail and you can paint on the side to fill the wall of the crystal. So it can be more slippery on both sides. And when you cure this, what happened is the mat is gonna gone matte, so you couldn't see that you seal on both sides. It disappear. Cure this. And when I talk about the wall, I'm meaning this is a surface. This is a surface of the crystal. And this is a crystal. Okay, all crystal have a wall. This is a wall of crystal. And if you look close enough, you'll see. If you look close enough, you see a wall. So there is this, where you can take a fingernail and it can catch. If you run over it, it can catch the wall. So basically, I'm putting top coat here, so it's smooth and it doesn't have, you know, the distinct wall right here. It's filled it all in, and that's what I'm doing. So that's why I'm taking matted, and I'm taking a small brush, because I'm not trying to seal. Well, it's kind of a form of sealing, but what I'm trying to do is make it smooth on both sides. I'm using a small brush instead of a coloring brush because I don't want to accidentally apply too much matte right on top of the crystal, or I don't want it to get onto the crystal, because then it's gonna turn a portion of the crystal matte. Okay, I'm gonna clear that. See, it just disappear. Clear. Okay. And for the cuticle, you don't have to use matte. You can use shine, and you can use a coloring brush, because the cuticle doesn't have, see, these have matte, so that's why I'm careful. But this right here, it's a cuticle, so I can just use shine to make sure that I fully seal this. And I cure. Alright, let me see. Everything. Okay, now, just in case, let me zoom in. If you see, I don't know if you can see it, but right here, there is a little mat gets stuck on the crystal. Just a little spot right about here. So what you can do is you can take some shined it and not too much top coat, and you can paint the matte part on the crystal so it's shiny again. Just in case. I want to show you everything just in case there is you bump into some obstacle like this. At least you know what to do. And this done. Look at that set. Oh, and I forgot one thing. I was been meaning to take out clear texture gel like this and emboss a rose. I forgot. Let's just zoom in so you can see really close. Okay, another one here. This gel is amazing. I don't have to worry about its blending at all. As long as you don't touch the other gel,
if you touch it, if two lines are touching each other, then of course it's gonna stick to each other. It's not gonna like blend and be all smooth out, but it's gonna stick to each other. And if that happens, you can take a clean brush and separate them.
Easy breezy. Look at that. Nice embossed rose. She is so beautiful. I love her. Okay. Let's zoom out. Cutest. We're done with these nails. I love this set. Okay. So let's wait for the Virgo to be done. Okay, and this is a complete Virgo set. I hope you guys have fun with this painting. And it's important to kind of watch first and then you can follow along. But if you follow along, then the reason why is if you follow along with me for the first time, then you sort of, your mind is active. You know, you have to try to watch what I'm doing and then mimic what I'm doing. That's just gonna confuse you. It's not effective. Watch me first. Watch the whole video first. Soak everything in. Then you can follow along. I know you wouldn't. I know you wouldn't do it. I know you're gonna jump in immediately. But that is just an advice from me. It keep your head clear so you can soak in all the details. And then you can follow along later. But don't forget to subscribe us at on YouTube at Tinovo. And everything that I use today is available on www.tinovo.shop. And until next time, bye-bye.